Hear me. One of one. Yeah. Loving the spring vibes, loving the spring vibes, you dig? Look, starting to think what they praying for, they hating more. I done graduated from taking score, we shaking floors, making doors in the hallways, we were waiting snore. I'm making cake to store, shake the horse and paint the cure. I'm rolling with a soul untainted cause it's pure. They love to try manipulation till they see I'm sure. They trying to hover out of space before they reach their core. Don't let them trap you.
You're what it do, beautiful people. This your boy King Joker back at it again with another video. It has been a minute this time, probably about a couple months, but boy's been going through life, as always. Life be lifing, but God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. So another day above ground is another day to do better than what you did yesterday. So despite the stuff that I was going through, try to keep my spirits high. But other than that, I do want to say Happy New Year's to everybody, all my fans, all my friends, family, of course, people that's watching. And yeah, we just gonna get right into it. So we're gonna start off with what I've been doing, what I've been going through, what's been happening. So we're gonna start with my car situation, because that kind of set me back a little bit. So I got a car from this like mom and pop dealership type shit, like, you know, one of those dealerships that's like not Ford or Cadillac, like one of those type of dealerships, right? So the car that I paid for originally was getting fixed. I guess they got it from an auction and they had to make sure it was right. So the dealership put me in a temporary car. The first car, I was driving a Scion. It was like an orange car, and I had to take it back to the dealership / mechanic because it needed an oil change. I thought I can do it myself. The only reason why I thought that is because I've done it before, but for some reason the hood of the car wouldn't open. So instead of me trying to like wiggle it and finagle my way into opening the hood and possibly fucking it up, I said, you know what, let me take it back to the dealership and let them people deal with it. So I returned that car. They put me in another car, and this car didn't have AC. I'm assuming they were working on the car because the AC was working for like a good week and then it just stopped. So that happened. I was riding in that car for about 2 weeks. Then I told them about the AC, and then they put me in another car. Now the other car, for the people who have seen me drive, it was Escalade. I mean, not Escalade. Excuse me. It was a Cadillac. It was like a XTB or some shit like that, and that car was FWE. And when I was driving that car, I was driving that bitch like it was mine, because while I was still waiting for the car I paid for, I was driving that one like it was mine because it was nice. I ain't had no complaints. It had a nice little moonroof. It was fast. It had enough room so I can like carry stuff for like when I do things such as like the bonfire and shit like that. So I was riding in that car for a while, like a good couple months. And this is where the real bullshit started, right? Hold on, let me take a sip. Let me take a sip. Toast to life. So the real bullshit started when I went over to a friend's house, and I had parked my car on like the side. I don't know how to describe the area, but there's like parking spaces, and then there's like a little cut where you can like park your car at. I had parked my car in there. So as it's getting late, I fucked around and sleep over, and the next morning, as I'm leaving, I'm looking for my car. I'm looking around. I'm like, I know I parked my shit over there, but I was like, did I move it? Because I went back outside to get something, but I couldn't remember if I moved it. And I'm like, nah, I didn't move it. I'm looking around. I'm like, nah, my shit gone. I don't see this shit nowhere. So, pretty much my shit got towed um, because I parked it illegally or in a wrong spot or whatever the case is. So, the tow truck came and picked it up. And since the car was lent to me from to the since the car was loaned to me from the dealership, I didn't have the papers. The papers wasn't like in my name and stuff like that. So that's not my first rodeo on getting my car towed. Usually it's my car that's been towed. So usually for those who've been through the process, it's very, very, very simple, right? The process is pretty much you just find out where the car is, what tow company took it, find out where the impound is, go to the impound, prove that the car is yours, pay your little fee, get your car back, you know. So I thought I can try to finagle my way to try to get the car back because I said it was the dealership people. Pretty much the dealership people had to get it back in possession because they're the ones who pretty much own the car. Or that's pretty much who the car belongs to, right? So a couple days go by and I'm talking to the guy trying to figure out when I'm going to get the car, yada, yada, yada. So weeks go by. I'm talking about at least 3 weeks. Mind you, as time is going by, I'm calling the dealership people. I'm either getting like no responses or I'm getting like late texts back. Like it's terrible business that they're doing, right? So around Christmas time comes, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to get the car back, if I'm going to be able to be mobile, because I was Ubering, I was using like other people's car and shit like that just to stay mobile. But this guy wasn't really responding, so I'm just like, bro, like, what's up? Christmas time come around, I went to my family's house and stuff like that, not in my car, still trying to figure out what the situation was. Christmas happened, then New Year's Eve comes, still no progress. I get in contact with the guy, like his response to me is like, "Oh, I'm working on a car, da da da." Then, obviously New Year's Eve, so New Year's comes, still don't have the car. So little do people know, my birthday's in January, so I'm like pretty much anticipating this point, like, all right, am I gonna get the car before my birthday, after my birthday? Like, I'm trying to make sure like the plans that I had set are still set in stone because technically Christmas was messed up slash went a little hectic. New Year's Eve and New Year's. So New Year's Eve and New Year's was went a little hectic, went a little sideways because it wasn't as smooth as if I would have had my car. Mind you, some of the belongings that I had in my car was very important to me. It's mainly two things, technically three, but it's really just two. The first one is my skates. If you've been through my YouTube or Instagram page or just even been around me, y'all know how I feel about skating. Skating is my therapy. It's fun. It's cool. It's my therapy. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't do it for attention. I don't do it because it's the trend right now. I've been doing this. I've been doing this since I was like 10. So those skates were important to me because, like I said, I love skating. The other thing was my registered firearm. Since those two things, and my basketball, because I love basketball, but since those first two things was the most important things I needed back, I was just pretty much strict on just getting those items back. So as I'm trying to talk to the guy before my birthday comes, I'm telling him like I'm trying to get these things back. They're important to me. Um, Yada yada yada. Fortunately, I didn't get it for my birthday. Um, I literally got the car that I paid for a couple weeks ago. So, with all that being said, because that's pretty much the summarization of the car situation, why I haven't been skating, why I just been like trying to stay to myself, obviously save up, because all this shit has been an inconvenience. But other than that, that's really why I've been I'm not gonna say ghost. I just been like busy trying to take care of other stuff. Life is good. Um, Health is good to my knowledge. Money's good to my knowledge, cause you never know when it's gonna be your last day at work, and you could just walk out that bed. But everything is good for the most part. Mentally, mentally I'm doing better. Physically, I'm good. Spiritually, spiritually, I'm not gonna say I'm fed, but I'm not gonna say I'm hungry. Like I'm still in the process of learning and loving God more, because I love Him with all my heart. I'm just in this world that He created. I'm just trying to, better myself, better my life, and make sure I'm prepared to see Him when that day comes. Trying to get to heaven. But other than that, that's really it. That's really just been the ups and downs and obstacles and how 2023 transitioned into 2024. So yeah, man, that's the bullshit that I've been through. And on a lighter note now, I bought skates because I couldn't wait no more to get my skates back, or I couldn't wait no more if I wasn't gonna get my skates back. So I just decided to buy new skates, and yeah, that's the upside. That's the real upside. Another upside is, I would say, dating. The dating scene right now is very interesting. I would say the least is very interesting. Um, and yeah, that's about it right now. That's all the good things that's happening right now in my life. Mom's good, grandma's good, brother's good, friends are good. Yeah, I really can't complain. I just had to come and talk to y'all about my past experience that I've been going through for the last 2 months. And the reason why I say 2 months, because today's February 1st. So, um, happy Black History Day to all my Black Americans and all my Yanks out there. Shout out to y'all. Toast. Whew. Mm. Yeah, that one hit. So, in other news though, now that we got that out the way, there's some things that, oh, I don't know if I introduced this episode by the way, but I believe this is episode 6 of the SWIF podcast. Yeah, I just wanted to get straight into it. So, this is episode 6 of the SWIF podcast, brought to you by your boy King Joker. Alright, so I don't know about y'all, but I have been paying a very close attention to like my life as far as like how it turns out, my patterns, cycles, things like that. And for the last 3 years, I took notice of, like I said, cycles and patterns that I've been peeping about myself. So we're gonna start with, for me, we're gonna start with cycles, right? Cycles that I've been noticing that have been reoccurring every year. So we're gonna start with like a regular calendar cycle, January through December. So between January to, let's say, March, January, February, March, April, May. Probably like March, right? This is where it's like springtime, end of winter, spring, where things are very calm for me in my life. Um, More or less, I'm working hard, saving up, money is increasing. That's my like uptime, or I guess I'm just hustling more. Um, and also that's where I'm usually single around that time, which is weird to say, but more or less single around that time, not really talking to anybody serious. Um, and yeah, so after that cycle ends, after that little period dies down within a year, between like at the end of March, April, May, June, July, so like from spring to summer, I'm lit. I'm turned. I'm working hard because summer, that's when it gets a little busier for my field of work, such as like photography or even just my side work, like my main source of income, like working at a restaurant. Yeah, they definitely be busier than like school days or school time and stuff like that. So summer, end of spring and summer, definitely be busy. But like I said, I also be lit. Me going out partying. I don't really do South Beach that much, but that's when I'll probably hit South Beach and Wynwood a lot. And then usually after summer, it's fall. So between the times of, let's say, August, maybe between maybe the month of August or September to November, December, things start slowing down. Things start becoming more chill. Um, in a crazy way too. I wouldn't say relationship wise, but by then I would have settled down with or focused on one girl at that point. Like I said, spring, summer, I'm either not focused or not dealing with anybody, or I'm just having too much fun. So pretty much during like cuddling season, cuddling weather, that's when I slow down a little bit. You feel me? Take a chill, relax, and then when winter comes, winter is pretty much, um, well, I'm pretty sure Thanksgiving is in fall too, but Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, then my birthday, which is winter, of course. So, but going back to the cycle, I've noticed that cycle because the last 3 years, it's been kind of the same thing. So, for the last 3 years, within that cycle, it's kind of pretty much been the same as far as during a certain time period, I would be work wise, I would be working, of course. During winter, I would be like working, saving up because birthday, holidays, all that stuff. That's when you get smacked the most. So start working around that time. Like I said, probably have like someone I'm talking to or settling down with or whatever the case is. Then after that, I would usually fall out with them. Shit happens. I go back to me being chill, dormant, solo dolo type shit. Summer will come. I'm lit, working a little bit more, but still outside more. Gotta support my lifestyle. And then yeah, it's like a cycle all over again. So I've noticed that within the last 3 years. Um, and what made me notice it was literally after this car situation. It made me realize during this time I usually go through something. It doesn't have to be like car specific, but I can be like going through car transition, job transitions, home transition, just moving out or some shit like that, where it's always some type of transition period. So as far as those type of cycles, I've noticed that within my life. Um, I wanted to ask y'all, what kind of cycles have y'all noticed within your life? Patterns, characteristics, moods, where for some people, certain holidays puts them in a certain mood for whichever reason. So I want to ask y'all, what would be some things or some reasons that would help you recognize the cycle that you're in, or what are your plans to get out of that cycle that you are currently in? If you even notice it. If you haven't, try to think about it. If you already thought about it, like I said, let me know, because I'm very intuitive with myself. So I would like to see if I recognize certain things about me, and if other people can recognize things about themselves, and then try to find the commonality or the differences between those. So, like I said, let me know and come back to me with that. Alright, y'all. So, that pretty much concludes the pod for today. Just wanted to come and vent to y'all and let y'all know what I've been going through. Just how to be one with the people. You feel me? So, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Drop y'all comments below. Any topics y'all can relate to. Just make this more engaging. And yeah. Peace, love, happiness. It's your boy King Joker signing off. Goodie.